article is pretty much laughable here. Gina Carano has divided Star Wars fans as much as the U.S. Jedi. This is the most, laughable article because they're really counting the 5 people on Twitter as Star Wars fans. That's the sad thing here. They are counting the 5 people on Twitter as Star Wars fans. Yep. Yo. Yep. Crying about free speech, don't see that. 5 people on Twitter, the same people who think they're so great because the 5 people on Twitter blocking isn't censorship. You don't have and again, the 5 people on Twitter are he's blocking the 5 people on Twitter. You see, it's only when their side gets blocked, when their side gets banned, they'll call it censorship. Okay, but when everybody else gets banned or kicked off the internet, no, that's not censorship. That's they're just doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing and getting off the internet and never be seen again. Okay, that's what the 5 people on Twitter do, and Gina Carano is continuing to stand up against these people on Twitter who think they have so much power over the internet, which they really do not. And it's really showing here that some people, Gina Carano, Elon Musk, and various others are, standing up to these, idiots on Twitter, thinking they're so great because of, we're woke. We're amazing. We're woke. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you know that Star Wars The Last Jedi was a horrible movie. If you're a true Star Wars fan, of course the only people who liked there were people who liked The Last Jedi. Yep, there were. But as a matter of fact, the backlash, was probably one of the reasons why his trilogy was scrapped by Lucasfilm. But yep, there's a new polarizing topic by Star Wars fans, and her name is Gina Carano, both because of the 5 people on Twitter, because the 5 people on Twitter hate her. They hate her that much because she refuses to apologize to Twitter, unlike most of the people who have different opinions. And there's a lot of other people who still refuse to apologize to Twitter. J.K. Rowling still refuses. I don't think she even apologized to Twitter still. J.K. Rowling refuses to, back down against Twitter. Even then the calls to boycott Harry Potter have all failed. The calls to boycott the Harry Potter game will fail as well. Because Harry Potter is much bigger than the 5 people on Twitter. Their 10,000 strong boycott will fail. Millions of people are going to buy the Harry Potter game. Millions of people who are fans of Harry Potter will buy that game. Same thing with Gina Carano. Here. So, here it goes. This is what she posted. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to butthurt. It is true. It is true. That's how it is here. And again, all the people who are supporting her are agreeing. I agree too. That's the 5 people on Twitter in a nutshell. That's the 5 people on Twitter to a nutshell, okay? And yep, the 5 people on Twitter can cry and whine all they want, the 5 people on, and then they're crying. They're crying that, they're crying that they got, blocked by, the 5 people on Twitter are crying right now. And yep, the 5 people on Twitter are still calling Disney. They have been doing this for the past 3 months and they have been failing. Okay, Disney's probably not going to fire Gina Carano because he's a part of the Mandalorian cast. There's just a bunch of idiots here. They're never going to win. They're never going to fire Chris Pratt either. There's another part they want fired. They want Disney to fire so desperately as well. They hate Chris Pratt as well. And the Marvel writers hate Chris Pratt as well. I admit, in the other video I talked about, they hate Chris Pratt, the Marvel writers. They are making Star Wars gay because the church he attends is supposedly homophobic. So they got to get back at Chris Pratt every way possible. But yep, not everybody is on Twitter's side in Hollywood. That's the thing I want to tell you. Not everybody is on these people's side. Okay, here. There are some people who are joining the anti-Twitter side, okay? For the most recent is the rapper Lil Pump. He joined against the Twitter side, and he refuses to apologize to this day about what he said about the president, about him supporting the president as well, okay? He refuses to backtrack on that. There's a lot of people that are finally starting to wake up, hey, we don't need to be on Twitter's side. We can actually have our own opinions. And not have to have our opinions restricted because of these people on Twitter. So Twitter, I don't ever use Twitter. I have a Twitter account, but I never, ever, ever use it. Never, ever use it, essentially. But yep, there we go. Twitter. Gina Carano is really only divided Twitter because, most of the Star Wars fan base like Gina Carano, like her character in the movie, in the TV show. It's really only the 5 people on Twitter who are crying over Gina Carano, as well. So that's basically it. Goodbye.